You're listening to the Live Fierce podcast, where real people share raw stories of strength built on honor, integrity, community, and commitment. These are the values that forged W.O.L.F gyms, and we are the voices behind that movement. This is the culture, this is the pack, this is the Live Fierce podcast. I'll get it started whenever you guys tell me go.
Go.
Oh, shit. What's up, everybody? It is Tony, and we are here with Alex and Hector, and this is our Live Fierce podcast. We are currently back in the OG After Hours, Brigantine, New Jersey. Hopefully you guys were a part of the first podcast where we had the history of this space and why it's so near and dear to our hearts, both Trisha and mine own, but also everybody who's a part of the group. But today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to make the people who make us uncomfortable on a daily basis uncomfortable themselves by getting the artists behind the lenses, the people who have made our brand so vibrant and so it resonates with people when they see what you guys do, because it's love. It's not just like, and we'll go into it, I'm sure, but I kind of feel like everybody has the idea that content creators or camera kids or whatever they want to call themselves is such an easy task. And over the last three and a half years, I've gotten a chance to kind of understand why I was so terrible at it, because it is an art and there is a science to it and there's a method to the mayhem. And I've also had the benefit of seeing the story arc of where we went from 500 followers, 5 years in business to, a fledgling 15,000, but they're real people who actually they respond to our posts, they engage with it. Their insights are real. They're not bots. And so every one of those people, they're important to us, and we get those optics and we get that love because of you guys. And so I'll introduce you guys again. This is our content co-directors, both in media and in production film that we put on all of our socials, Alex and Hector.
What an intro, dude.
Yeah, I was kind of want to listen.
I was sitting here my heart's racing. I don't even know how to top that now.
We're shedding the tear on that.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, we talk about this all the time, driving from site to site, how important what you guys do is for us.
Yeah.
But
and talking about first podcast, this is the first podcast of the year, 2026.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's
the first one of the year, isn't it?
I don't know.
We haven't potted since last year.
Yeah, I think it was before New Year's where we did North Wales.
Yeah. It just posted it in the new year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first pod of 26, let's go. I think it's important for us to get some backstory for you guys, though, because when I met you guys, you were already the Visual Bros. That was the company that you guys were working under as a partnership. And I didn't know what that meant at the time. I was just, thought it was a moniker.
Yeah.
And it turned into all right, these guys, while not familial related by blood, they are brothers. And they tackle this as a team. It's not one in lead and one behind. It's in tandem. And that's why I think it works so well. Yeah. But tell us how Visual Bros came about, because I love the story. And so it's your turn, assholes.
Yeah.
I think we, man. I mean, believe it or not, this is probably our second business giving it a shot. Because before we used to do detailing, we used to detail for BMW, Honda, Acura. We used to be detailers before we did all of that. And even doing that, we fell in love with taking photos, photos of the vehicles, taking photos of our work. So we kind of failed, at that business as detailers or whatever. So. Well,
don't get it twisted, though. We were good detailers.
Yeah, we were good at it.
Oh, yeah.
We were good detailers. It's just the actual business part was it just never got to that point.
Right. So, we just started taking photos with our cell phones, man. At the time, I don't know. We had iPhones. We always had iPhones. And, technology just grew. And,
I know.
The cameras on our phones just, came crazy with megapixels and whatnot. So we didn't have the funds to buy cameras, So we started off with our cell phones, took trips out to Philly on our bicycles, just even walking, taking photos of the landscape of the buildings, people, food, whatever we can find. And we look at it, we go wow, that's a shot.
Yeah.
We started off with the cell phones. We saved a couple dollars, detailing vehicles, and we bought our first cameras, and it was a Canon 80D to be exact.
Yeah, that time, that camera was what everyone was using on YouTube. Yeah. And I think it was $700 at the time when it was used. Yeah. And we didn't have any money. We had just enough to get to the first payment on our PayPal credit.
I think I went broke buying that camera.
Yeah, so we had the PayPal credit thing. Dude, so we had the PayPal credit, and he's like, you know what, bro? I think I'm gonna do it. And then he said, well, when you do it, I'll do it. As soon as I got off the phone, I did it. And then the next day I came into work, I'm like, y'all ordered the camera. And he was like, Now I got to order the camera, and then he had to pay for something. He was like, I could wait. But we didn't care at the time because it was fun. We had nothing to do. All we did was work, go home, work, go home. It's not like we hanged out all the time. And it's crazy because me and Heck weren't like the closest friends when we first became friends.
Right.
We were all in a big group and we all like cars. And then one day, one of my friends was like, let's go to Hector's house. I didn't know him at the time. We went to his house. We were hanging out. And then me and Hector were never like close. We didn't really have much in common. And then my friends got busy doing whatever they're doing. So I randomly just hit up Heck like, yo, you doing anything? He's like, no. And I was like, all right, I'm about to pass by. Our conversations was dry. We didn't have nothing to do.
Yeah.
This is at your old dad's house. And
my garage.
Yeah. And we just hanged out.
Yeah.
It was like, it didn't feel forced, but it was a little bit awkward at first.
Just cordial.
Yeah. Cause we're just like, well, everyone's busy. So all we got is just us two to here and hang out. And then slowly got into, so where do you work at? Well, I work here, and then get you a job here, and I'll get you a job over here. And then we just started going everywhere together when it came to jobs.
Yeah.
And that's when we landed with detailing. Then we got the cameras. Then we were just like, you know what? This is fun. We're going to only do it for fun.
So how much was the initial investment?
1,000. I spent 1,000 on my camera.
I think I only spent like the 7.
If you guys the next morning woke up with regret, you could have sold them for that money back?
Possibly.
Probably,
Or at least gotten close to even?
Yeah.
So, I mean, whether you were thinking that way or not, it was still a calculated risk.
Yeah. No, I would
But
have
mitigating the
done
risk of-
Calculated, no, dude. It was just like, we're just going to
I
buy
know,
them,
but
and
I'm
that's
like,
it.
whether you were thinking about it or not, at least if like you woke up the next day and it was like, shit, we made a mistake.
I always
You know,
had
you
a
get
soft
most of
heart.
that money back.
I always had a soft heart for photography though, because growing up, I always wanted to take pictures. Like, you know, it was this thing back in the day called Tumblr, and I loved Tumblr. It was, you know, I loved the graffiti of the street art on Tumblr. It was just, you know, the photos that I seen, I was like, damn.
I know what Tumblr is. I had a MySpace.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know,
All right,
so
thanks.
you know, so I fell in love with it, dude. And growing up, I always asked my dad, you know, I need a camera. Can I get a camera? But you know, my dad was a single father. You
Sure.
know what I mean? So, you know, I never got that opportunity to get one. So now I understand why, because damn, is it expensive?
Yeah.
dude.
You know, photography and video work and all this equipment, dude. Man, I could have had me a nice car, but I could have had my dream vehicle. I'm not gonna lie. I could have had my RX-7. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, it's worth it, man. I love what I do, and it got me here.
Yeah, it did.
I know you because of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's get to the story of how we even got to this point. So we were doing photography for a little
We're
bit.
in no rush. You don't have to rush to get off camera.
No, I don't want to do that.
But you in a rush? You try to kick me out?
He's like, he's checking his own watch.
No, I want to skip the history part to get to the us part.
Yeah, let's go.
Because like,
How did we meet? Go for it.
so I was always into the gym. So no matter where I went, I was just working out. And then I happened to have the camera, and I was always shy to record myself or talk in front of cameras, but I had the camera. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do it. I don't have to talk. I could just work out. I'll just place my camera on a tripod and just record and go. And then I was doing that at some other gym before that, and then I didn't like the place. So eventually I was like, I need to see what gym is around the area. And we landed with W.O.L.F. We saw they had the Absecon location, so we went there first. But I didn't take my camera that time. And then we found out that the Northfield location was going to open soon.
Mm-hmm.
Waited for that, and then took a trip to the Northfield one. And I had fun. I liked it. It was like, but you guys, when I walked in, I forgot who was in the front desk. They were telling us like, yeah, we just opened, but we're still, you know, like getting everything situated. The second visit I went, I decided to bring my camera. I recorded it. I recorded a clip, and then I posted it on my story, and then I tagged the gym. And then that's when I get a message from you, I'm guessing. And it was just like, yo, this quality's sick. I think I might have a job opportunity for you. And I was like, okay, cool. I didn't think much of it. I was just like, all right, we get DMs all the time about like businesses want to do work, and then it sometimes doesn't go anywhere, which is fine. But I was like, all right, cool. I told Hector about it, and he was just like, all right, I guess we got a job coming up.
Yeah, gig's a gig at that point in time, right?
We had the studio at that time, right?
Yeah, we had a
Yeah,
studio.
at the firehouse.
And
Mike
then-
owned the building.
Yeah, that's
Shout out to
crazy.
Mike.
Kevin Bacon, man, it's like everybody kind of revolves around this ecosystem, whether
Yeah.
they knew it or not, which is really cool.
So once that DM passed, I didn't really go anywhere from there. But then we got a text from Edwin, the tattoo artist. And he was like, hey, yo, Tony really wants to meet with you guys. And I was like, yeah, I replied to him. We just haven't figured out a date. And he was just like, well, just show up. Then that's when I just replied again. I was like, hey, I'm available. I don't know if it was like tomorrow or something like that. And he was like, we're available tomorrow. We could just come by. And then that's when we were just like, all right, we'll go tomorrow. We show up. You still have like that middle island.
Yeah,
in
the old
Northfield.
desk.
That's disgusting.
It was just there.
And then we walk in.
Bootstrap, babe.
Dude, we walk in. You had like one of the front desk girls like with like a GoPro following you, and then you had I think it was somebody else with a camera as well. And you were just telling us like, hey, so we need content, and then it looks like you know what you're doing. And I was just like, yeah.
And we have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah, and like at that time, we didn't even know how to
and
like
we
pitch
didn't even
ourselves
want
either.
the mantle. I didn't even want to like pretend like we knew what we were doing because that wasn't our thing. Not an artist. We build gyms. Like we needed the eye for it.
Yeah, and even Hector was like, dude, I don't know how to record gym stuff. I just know how to take pictures of buildings and random people.
I'm a street photographer.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do.
And I told him, I was like, bro, just watch these YouTube videos and just mimic that. But I already had an idea how to go into it because I was already into the gym.
Yeah, you're
like
already in the culture. You're already in the atmosphere.
Yeah. So I had an idea how to do it. And then our first thing was more like, we need to land this job, but it doesn't matter how much we get paid. It's like we were always like just going out street shooting.
Let's talk about that first. I don't even remember what we started with. I know that we started with like a per diem or like a monthly something or other, whatever the number was, but it was like for a base package,
we started
right?
off with like, all right, so here's a price. Let's start off with this. If we all agree, if we all see that, you know, this can grow into something, then we talk about, you know,
yeah,
further along down the line. And we just went for it. And I think we just came all close. And then, you know, numbers started to come, you know, along later. And I think we became all close, and, you know, we loved being around each other so much that we kind of forgot about that and didn't even care. And we just enjoyed being there in the environment. And then later on, that's when everything started to like, all right, well, you know, we've been here for this and that. I think we need to fix things and whatnot. And, you know, I feel like that came along later, but I mean, I think we just had so much fun doing it and just learning from, because I mean, believe it or not, we had shit equipment. We were like, I got this piece of shit camera, you know what I mean? But to an average person, it was like, damn, that's a badass camera.
I had a GoPro I could barely figure out.
Yeah, I remember you like, we're returning this shit.
Yeah. It's getting hot.
Yeah,
but I think it was important because I think like we were lucky on our side of the table too, because that was our first time working with like an actual, I mean, whether you guys owned it or not, a content group, right?
Yeah,
and so like I was transparent on what we could afford. We said yes, you guys said yes, and then I think at some point during the initial few months when it just started to ramp up, we got busier and busier and decided franchising was the next opportunity. You might remember better than I do, but at some point I was like, guys, if we can do this for like 1 or 2 years or whatever that timeline was at that point in time, I'm like, this is something that I know, like you're already in, you're in the circle. Like it's not like an actual circle, but you're in the circle. You're part of this group. You're part of its founding members of like how W.O.L.F is growing. And so I was like, this needs to become, I want it to become your focus for us selfishly because we love what you guys do. But also I think it's like, hey, there's safety with sticking to what you guys were doing 2 different things. You were working for a casino group and you were running your own tow truck, just 24 hours a day, and still sliding this shit in to make it work for us. And
I was
so like
coming in the tow truck to come work in the gym and do content for the gym.
Yeah, it was never even a complaint. It was like, hey guys, sorry for the last minute, or hey, there's an open house here or there, or hey, we got to go out to Pennsylvania. By the way, I can't. By I mean you. I can't go this one. Yeah. And so there's an 8-hour drive, and
we made it work.
Yeah, and every single day we made it work, and the content was always there, and yeah, I don't ever, because you guys are the first to discount what you guys do. And you always downplay the level of importance or how hard it is or like, it's meaningful. It's meaningful to our members when they walk into Northfield and they see themselves in the hallway in beautiful 4K. Yeah, like they get to see themselves. Yeah. And then they're on the TV. Exactly. You guys film commercials. They're all over all of our locations.
It blows my mind, man, to see that. I'm like, damn, you know, cause like I said, I'm not really so much into the gym lifestyle. You know what I mean? So when I do see people post, you know, their gym photos that I took, or, you know, when I see it on the TV or I see it in the hallways, you know, I don't express myself, you know, I don't tell nobody, but I sit there and I'm like, shit.
It is actual art.
I did that. You know what I mean?
And it is art. It's not a picture. It's not a photo. It's you captured a moment because you thought that it was beautiful. And that's what we feel when we see those things.
Just like, you know, when I seen, you know, when we was when I don't know, you were doing something, and I happened to glance, you know, and I seen your background. I was like, shit, I took that photo.
Yep.
That's a good ass photo, man.
Yeah.
I joked around. I was like, hey, that's a good background, man. It's a good background.
I don't know if that's just like a artist thing, because even then it's just we don't consider ourselves like even professional at times. We're just us, because like it's not like that we're not professional. It's just we don't care for a label.
I don't think professionalism is defined by, at least in our circle, especially by my terms, as how you conduct yourselves. We all work with integrity in our group, or they don't work with us. Like, we already know that. I think professionalism is the product. Like, your guys' product, that's what you give to people, the story that you guys tell is the professional aspect of what you do. It doesn't matter if you yell at pull my finger, if you laugh at pull my finger jokes, or like whatever. That doesn't define professionalism for me. It's for me, it's when I know that the job needs to get done. Anybody on my team can go and do their job because they are professional at what they do. There are whether it's Jason with making sure every location is scaling at a rate of X where we want Y, and he's getting them to Y. You guys making sure that we have the content to announce awesome new things for awesome new brand partners and locations, or just telling the 85-year-old woman on the ARC trainers why Wolf. Yeah. Like, it's
do I gotta be on camera?
Yeah, but that's, it's just, it's the use is so diverse but so impactful and so meaningful. That's like, you're the first to discount how important it is, so I'll be the first to always champion the importance of it.
Nah, I appreciate that.
Yeah. No, dude, it's like we're still trying to figure that out within ourselves. Like, we just recently got like the printer. When Hector printed out that one picture,
I didn't want to talk about that.
Yeah, Hector had tears in his eyes. He's like, bro, I can't believe I'm at this point.
Okay, let's talk about that. We talked about you guys have new equipment. Like, you guys have put a massive amount of infrastructure behind what you're doing. And so over the last 3 or 4 months, you guys have developed... You guys have developed yourselves more professionally. We'll use the word that you guys just used, right?
I would never forget this day. October 19th is the last day I stopped working a 9 to 5. Or should I say a 7 to... It's
like 6 to 6.
8 to 8,
dude.
yeah. Like, I was working 12 hours a day, you know, so that that day would forever stick with me. You know what I mean? October 19th, 2025. And I suck at remembering things. I mean, I can tell you, I suck at names. I suck at dates. I forget how old I am, but I would never forget that day, because that day is like symbolized, like from here on out, that camera is gonna be paying for your lifestyle, your bills, your son's future.
Yep.
You know, the Chewy bill that comes every month for my dog's food. You know, it's gonna be paying for everything. You know what I mean? So it was scary, you know. I wouldn't say I doubted myself, but you know, it was a lot that went through my mind. But not to get off track. But
yeah, but I think that just goes with anything. Like, I'm pretty sure Tony had that at one point with the gym.
Course,
it's just like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I gotta try it. And then same thing with me. Like, in the beginning of last year, like, my job ended up closing, and then everybody else is like, oh, where are we gonna work at? We're gonna go to the next casino job, and I'm just like, no, like I know how to make money with this thing in front of me. Like, I don't know why I'm like struggling like to make that leap of faith. And it's just, I just knew I had the gym with just Wolf, even if it was just the Northfield location. Like, I'm gonna make it work. Yeah. Even if it was just one location, that didn't matter. If we came to like where we're at now, like, this wasn't part of like that vision. It was just like, I have one gym that I can work with. Yep. And then I could figure out the rest.
That we could figure it, you could figure it out from there. I mean, you guys always still, the Visual Bros is still a company. You guys still do one-off gigs, multiple gigs you guys do corporate events. You're doing a lot of different things besides just working for Wolf. That's just your air quotes full time, but like, the Visual Bros are still alive and well. But what I was talking about with you guys accumulating all this equipment was, you guys, again, and we've had these conversations in private, so I'll have them on camera with you. We all have an innate ability to either be our own hero or our own villain, especially when it comes to being an entrepreneur.
100%.
It's how you invest in yourself, the time, the energy, the people, but also the furtherment of your guys' profession, right? And so you just talked about a printer, and I want to go back to that. So you've always been behind the lens. It's always been doing it, giving it to people. That's what the takeaway is. Mm-hmm. But then one of the things that we brought up in conversation over the past few months was what's next for the Visual Bros. And you guys were talking about finished print. And so where does that bring you guys? So like, what's the next iteration of Visual Bros? Because while this is a Live Fierce podcast, it's not a Wolf podcast, right? It's, how are you guys going to what's your Live Fierce as far as Visual Bros? What's next for your guys' iteration? And whether these are potential customers or not, I just think it's a really cool part of the story arc, because where you guys would say you started here, you know, I'd already put you up here because you were miles ahead of what we could have done on our own.
Right.
But we're up here, right? Now we're full-time up here. And then what's next? Because we never want plateaus. We always want growth.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, Hector can explain that a little bit more.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's
Prince,
smiling. I want him to explain. That's why I'm staring
Prince,
at him.
I don't. It's hard to. I'll try my best to explain this to a customer's point of view, but as a photographer, as an artist, Prince hit hard, man. I mean, I never really believed, you know, other artists when they say, look, when you see your photo on a piece of paper, nobody can take that away from you. You know, this world could go blacked out. You know what I mean? All your digital files are gone.
Yep.
You know, but when you have that physical print,
tangible,
and you can hang that up, nobody can take that away from you. You know, and plus you just see it differently. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. And I mean, the other way I could explain to a customer too, you know, if whether it's your daughter, your son, your husband, your wife, or a family photo, yeah, you can have it on your phone. You can have it on your screensaver, on your background, on your computer, on your phone or whatever. But if you put that photo on your wall, I guarantee you're going to appreciate that photo a lot more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People who come over, family gatherings, they're going to look at that on your wall. You know what I mean? A lot of people ain't going to look at your phone and just be like, oh, they can't see what you got on your photo album.
Yeah, on the background.
Yeah, but besides your background,
That's
you know,
it.
but nobody's going to look deep into your photo album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with Prince, you know, I give you that opportunity to put that on your wall now. So we're offering, you know, whether with our photo shoots to, you know, print these photos for you. I don't know.
I mean, but also you guys have amassed a massive library of
Oh, man,
like you said,
I wish I
you
could
guys
print all
were
day.
street photographers, right?
Yeah.
And so I have to imagine, like, is that going to be the art that you're going to make available to people?
Yeah. So
Yeah, eventually, yeah. That's the goal. Eventually, you know, that's the goal, is to all my street work is, you know, whether it's in a gallery or just on an online gallery where you could purchase or whatever. But I also want to offer that to my clients, you know, whether if I take a photo of you in the gym and you see that photo, you know, on a W.O.L.F gym's profile, and you're like, hey, you hit me up and you say, I would love to get that printed. I'll be more than welcome to you know what I mean, to print that out, and, you know, we negotiate prices or whatever later on down the line, or just, you know, my clients have family photos, Christmas photos, whatever, you know, a dog photo, a bird photo, whatever
Whatever
the
it
case.
is, yeah.
Whatever it is, you know, I have that option for you now. You know what I mean? Instead of going to a third party company that might take 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I can get that for you the next day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you want that frame, I could do that for you. You know what I mean? We could do all that in house now, and, you know, that touches home for me to see something that I created and I captured, that I edited, that I spent hours on behind the computer on a piece of paper.
I was just say I can't wait to see it all over all the gyms.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be awesome in the gyms, just because we do capture. I mean, we went all across the nation this past year, and we're going all over the world this year. It's just going to be, there's going to be so much opportunity for so many really cool graphics, whether it's gym related or not, that I think people will just want access to.
That's another thing, man. Like all the trips we're taking, like I'm like the first few trips that we've taken already is more like, let me stick around with the team.
This guy never travels, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel
optional.
happy seeing this guy travel, because I'm a big traveler.
It's not optional.
Yeah, I'm a big traveler. So to see this guy travel, even before with the W.O.L.F, you know what I mean? I'm like, hey, you got to travel. Get your passport. Let's go. You know, I've been trying to get this guy to come to Florida for the longest. You know?
Now,
even when
now
I lived
I'm there
in
like
Florida.
every month.
There you go. Probably going back down
he didn't go
January.
past Turnersville. You know what I mean?
I know a
So
lot
to
of
see
people like
him
that,
traveling is like, wow, yo. Big ups.
It's just rough for me, man. It's just not because like I don't want to do it. It's just I never can accept like a time off for myself, no matter what. It's like that was my upbringing. Like I've seen like my father work so hard, so it's just like he never had a day off and never complained. So I was like, I guess that's not bad. It was never like I want to copy him, but if I don't see him upset because he never like verbally said anything, I followed that. So I'm gonna just do the same thing. I'm gonna just work and work and work, and there's nothing wrong with just constantly working.
Yeah.
I don't want to reserve this just for men because I'm not a woman, so I'm sure they have the same feelings. But I feel like that generation of men were stoic, were silent, and fought battles internally, so that that's how they were raised, right? And so they never had to, and so we never got to see any of those struggles or battles or any of the plight that they kind of were stuck with. But I do think that's very generationally sound. It's like all my friends' dads and like my parents at the time.
That was my dad.
Yeah, that's all I knew,
Like,
man. I mean, of course, now it's a lot different. Like, I understood like the battles that was never like outspoken from him. So like now,
because now you're a man.
Yeah, now that I'm older, I'm just like, damn, dude. Like you could.
Now it's our job is to break the cycle so that we can communicate effectively in the future.
Yeah, and like, there's nothing wrong with like just taking like a deep breath.
Nope.
I mean, relaxing for like even for a day. Like, there's times where me and Heck will have so much work, and we're just like, bro, I just want to play video games for a day. Just to relax a little bit. You get more work done
sometimes though when you do take the time off, whether it's a 2-hour window or a day or a weekend, because you get a mental recharge or like deep breath. I needed that. Let's go back to work, and that's across everything.
I get the most work done when I wake up in the middle of the night.
Do you? Just wide awake?
I just, like last night, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I kept tossing the turn. I looked at my son. I was like, damn, I should get to work. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, I'm going to enjoy this moment. You know
I think you guys have been to every open Wolf, either as a team or individually now, right? All the gyms that are open. Yeah. So
just about, yeah.
You've met
pretty much everybody.
Hundreds of people, like thousands of members probably at this point in time, at least 20 franchisees.
Yeah.
What do you guys... Like let's do this first. What's your why Wolf? Like, besides take the employment aspect out of it, because anybody can say, you could always say no to a job. Why did you spend the last 2.5 years grinding with Wolf, not knowing if today was ever going to be a thing?
I mean, I said it earlier. I mean, it was just, I just got comfortable, man. I felt like I did have to look over my shoulder, and that's one thing about me. I always look, whether I can't have my back at a door or whatever. Like when I'm at Wolf, I don't have to look over my shoulder. I'm giggling, I'm laughing. I'm
everybody
joking.
knows you guys there now too, so it's pretty cool. Like when you guys walk in and they see all the gear, they understand what's up.
And I mean, once they see me, they're like, this guy's always laughing and joking, and you know what I mean. That's one thing I loved about Wolf. I could kind of relate with everybody. Even though I'm not a workout junkie. I suck at working out, but being in the gym and just vibing with everybody, I feel like I fit in by just making everybody laugh and just, communicating with everybody and feeling comfortable. You know what I mean? Even though, like I said, I don't work out, I'm $150 soaking wet, and that's just because I eat a lot because I live by myself now. But yeah, why Wolf is because I feel comfortable, man. It's just the family.
Yeah.
Dude,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I guess my why Wolf would be. I always felt like you were the reason why I will progress, because I was just more like, I will stick to what I know, and you always knew that I can do whatever the task is, even though I've never done it before. You'll be like, hey, do you know how to do this? And I'll tell you, I don't know how to do this. And then you're like, all right, that's fine. But just something about like you just thinking I can do that, I'm like, you know what? I'll figure it out. And I don't think I've did that too much with other jobs, just because I just didn't want to be like I'm time consuming for something. But with you, it's like it's not a boss employee thing. It's more like yo, can you do me a favor? Even though it was like for work.
Sure.
So it was always same thing. It's just comfort, and also it's just I can be me. Yeah. And if I mess up, that's okay, because it's just like you tried.
We mess up all the fucking time.
Yeah, dude. And
you guys don't mess up all of them, but as a businesses, people, we mess up a lot, and it's falling forward, not falling in reverse.
Yeah. Short conversation with Tony. Hey, Tony, I don't know how to do this. Well, I didn't know how to do it either, but here we are now.
Right?
And that stuck with me. You know what I mean? It's just like, well, fuck. Now I got to figure it out. Let's run with it. You know what I mean?
You can pay people to solve problems, or you can solve problems on your own.
Yeah,
it's
right.
What's the value of your time? And so same thing for you guys. You guys solved a massive problem for me, because no matter how much time I put into learning your guys' art, there would be no value return, because I wouldn't be able to do it still. Mm-hmm. I think for what you guys do, there needs to be one, passion, two, an eye for it. Like you need to be able to, I visually look at a wall or a brick wall and couldn't give a shit, but you guys might see a certain angle that highlights a sign down the street that reflects off of who the fuck knows that's going to be a beautiful shot, and then you'll go and edit it and make it art.
Right.
I couldn't do that even if that was no value of my time or energy putting it into that, right? And so I found people who were already great at it, who loved what we had going on. You were already a part of our community. You were a member before you guys started taking shots for us.
Dude, I didn't even tell you that I was paying the membership till like a year and a half in. And he was like, dude, why are you paying? And I was like, cause I think that's the right thing to do.
Well, I appreciate, as much as we appreciated that, if you're on the team, you're on the team.
Yeah,
so it's like,
I forgot what happened.
It's like, welcome to your new job. By the way, it's $40 for your new shirts.
Yeah. I mean, to this day, I'm like, if I go get a drink out of the fridge, well, how much do I owe you? They're like, what? I was like, dude, I'm just genuine like that.
I get that.
You know what I mean?
No, I love it. I love it.
Even like a piece of sweater or whatever. What do I owe you? Well, it's just who I am, you know. It don't matter what it is. I'd rather ask, and I'd rather be safe than sorry. You know what I mean? That's the side of him with everything. I could go to my mom's house right now. I'm like, Mom, can I had his Sunny D.
Oh, I asked permission.
Why are you asking me?
I asked my in-laws for permission to open their fridge. It's called respect. I mean, I get it. It's respectful, but even where it's not needed, it's still like, I know I can go into my in-laws fridge and grab whatever I want. They're family,
right?
I know we could do the same thing. Mm-hmm. That's how we treat everybody in our circle. I mean, I keep saying circle. It's like, it sounds weird. It's not a circle, but our group of people,
square.
Right?
Like an octagon,
our core group, the people that we work with every single day, the ownership, our entire team. We treat it like family because that's how it feels.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel like we're at work, you know. It's just like, it's more like a passion project nonstop is what it feels like. And that's why I didn't mind sticking around even when you was like, oh, we can't afford whatever it is. I'm just like,
people say it too. People are like, you guys have way too much fun doing it. It's like, if I wasn't, then why am I doing this?
It would be a shit product if you guys weren't having fun. Right. If you guys weren't having fun making art, it'd be like, I could just go back to doing it myself, filming up my nose with my cell phone and saying, hey, look at the gym. Great. Let's go.
Showing your grays in the nose.
Yeah. Just there needs to be a certain level of enjoyment in what we do. I enjoy what I do every fucking day. Some days are easy. You guys are in the car with me when we're driving 5 hours and I'm on 5 different calls for an hour each. And some days are battles where it's a 9 hours of phone calls, or I physically have to go somewhere and insert myself into the equation. But every single day, it's like, I love what I do.
Yeah.
It's the hat. It's whatever hat I have to wear when I get out of the truck at the moment that sometimes sucks, but like, I love what I do, you know?
You have to.
And you guys have, you guys have gone outside of your scope of work a couple 1,000 times. You're running forklifts for us because we are all dum-dums. In the rain, not smiling with an umbrella, like couldn't give a shit.
You like that umbrella?
You're moving equipment with us. We're driving all over the place, moving gym equipment, and we're unloading gym. We've done it so many times that it's not, I mean, it's become second nature. It's just part of what we have to do. Like, everybody pitches in, but it never was defined in the job. But here you're smiling about it because we go there and while it's fucking cold or rainy, it's always raining.
It's good memories.
Or shitty outside. It's always good time.
I always love when we get into the car. It's like, all right, guys, we're going to go to this location. We're not going to touch anything. The moment we get there, we're already moving everything.
Rolling sleeves up. They
like,
fucking put it everywhere
you don't even
wrong.
like, no one asked for the help. Me and Heck was like, let's just go help them out.
And bodies were here.
Yeah, we're just put the camera down for a quick second.
It was like, shit, Tony drove. We're going to be here longer if we don't start helping.
Well, not only that, man, it's just, I don't know, like you said, like, it's just like a family. So it's just like, I'm not just going to stand here and just watch my family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, if I can help, I can help. You know what I mean?
I know we're rambling, but I don't give a shit because I love this. I do think it's really cool seeing, like, from an outsider looking in, like, when you guys first started with us, you were the visual bros. I know that I took it seriously. Jason took it seriously. Our membership saw media on your shirts, and some of them took it seriously, and some of them were like, "Oh, great, whatever." But like, I love that since you guys have been announced as our content and media directors, every single person in system they understand that you guys are of that position because you've earned it. And so they treat you guys with such respect, and they love what you guys, what we post out and what we give direction for. I don't know if you guys notice that kind of shit. And so I want to say that I notice those things. And so I'm saying it now and here, to make you uncomfortable, but two, to also acknowledge it. Like, you guys have earned every single ounce of respect that you got through our company. and you guys have
100%.
earned.
I don't think about
you
it as
earned the
much.
mantle of
Yeah.
sitting on these rogue benches on this podcast.
I never think
I'm
about it.
I'm at a Wolf gyms after hours.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all can't do that.
Right? I think
so like, you're right. I've earned this.
This is like the
it's
Bat
pretty
Cave.
cool.
It's like the Bat Cave at night for
Yeah,
me.
no, it's pretty cool, man. All you hear is wind.
It's hard to believe at times. It's just like, well, like we talk about it all the time. Like, yo, can you believe like we have to like email the team and like they listen to us and like we look at each other like, why are they listening?
And it's
to
not
us?
just it's not because it's from a Wolf email. It's because of what you guys are asking of them and telling them to do. Like, we're not demanding things. We're saying, hey, we're here to help you guys further your business. So when we ask for things, it's because we want to edit this shit and make it better for you, so that you guys have the benefit too. And they realize that they've realized the face value of that. And so everybody's like, one, they're like, thank you. And two, they do it. Yeah. Whether it's an idea about Thanksgiving, like thanks for Thanksgiving videos or Christmas or New Year's, or if it's, hey, teaching them how to set all of their phones so at least their scale and their cameras look very similar to what you guys do as a finished product without them having to pay for professional editing. Mm-hmm. That's a cost savings to them and a time savings to them and a value added. So like, while you're never the first or the last I never ever hear you guys champion yourselves. That's always what we do. But like, this is a really cool opportunity for it because everybody in system fucks with you. Like, even the members for locations at Mullica Hill, whenever even at the holiday party, when you guys were actually working and shooting shot, must have had 20 people come over to me and say how nice you guys are whenever you're over there. And they filmed a W.O.L.F with me. And it was like this old lady. And she was like, it was so flattering. And I'm like,
yeah, every time we go there,
they make me laugh. Man.
Yeah, every time we go there,
they're a good time, man.
They remember
but
everything.
they're our community. Like, every single one of our people, like our members, like it's not something that we just put on a wall and bullshit about. These are our communities. We don't just build gyms. We build these rally points and places for people to have a second home. You guys get to tell that story.
Right.
Like, the optics that you guys have brought our company because we couldn't do it before at all. It's why. That's for me, that's the why Wolf of Visual Bros, is because, one, you guys succeeded where we failed multiple times from day one. You love the product and are a part of the community. I mean, before you were even, like, I think, paid to work for us, you were already part of the powerlifting groups. Like, you were already hanging out with all those guys in that room and all the girls in that room. And, or the room wasn't even built yet.
No, they were just
it was just the wall. Yeah. So like, it was a little area, the box.
Yeah, the box.
I still got pictures.
Yeah,
I still got pictures of you.
It would just be 20 people piled up there for 3 or 4 hours waiting for chances to squat and bench.
I would used to take so many photos and just make sure I tag you guys and send it to you so you guys could use it. And I was, even for that stuff, that wasn't even part of
that was on gratis. That was free. You were just helping us out.
That was like what, 2020, 2023?
Something like that. It had nothing to do with part of the content that was for the gyms. It was like, hey, I just took these cool photos.
It was in Northfield, May of 21.
That's crazy. That's so crazy.
Isn't that crazy? Whew. She just turned 4. She'll be 5.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, we were there when he still had purple ceilings.
Purple ceiling. Oh man.
They had
ceilings.
I think it was white ceiling, purple ceilings.
White ceilings, purple ducks.
There you go. Yeah.
We didn't have the budget to paint them black at the time.
They had all the mirrors in jiu-jitsu studio. Mm-hmm. They had a bunch of bikes in there.
Yeah. Then they had the center island. Then it went from the center island to like a little desk, and the little desk turned into the long desk. We were there for like every part of that gym.
I mean, that gym has had to change quite a bit since we opened it, just for the growth and because the way that we took it over, short amount of time, wrong floor plan, but you make the gym work and fix the rest after.
Ago, we all looked different in that first photo we took. It was me, you, Jason.
I look like a walrus.
Your wife and us too. We
I
all
look like a
totally
walrus,
different.
and Bo had no hair. He had like, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, this is before the twins.
Just slap that photo
somewhere in the
podcast.
That photo, man, because that was a throwback. I was damn near. It was close to the beginning. It was a little bit after, but it was close to the beginning.
I look like Andy Reid's nephew.
That's crazy.
No smoke, Andy Reid.
But man, it's been a while, man. It's been a while. It's been a journey with you, and I always appreciate you, and I always thank you, and I know, and I hear you in my mind, dude. You don't need to thank me.
I was just gonna say I wish I could have beaten you there, because it's the platitudes are reversed from us. It's I attribute a lot of our growth and excellence to what you guys do for us, because I wouldn't know how to get it out there otherwise. It wouldn't stop me from doing what I do on a micro level, but on a macro level, exactly. It wouldn't stop what we do as a business, right? But it would hinder our ability to grow because I wouldn't know how to tell people.
Right.
I'm not a storyteller. I'm not an artist. I love being a part of what you guys do, even though I don't like being on camera. But I love being a part of what you guys do because
man.
Get it, super duper great. Thanks. That's why I wore the pink
hat.
Every time, man. No, there's times where I'll be home and I just sit back and I just feel like I'm like not progressing in an artistic way, and then I'll just go back to the W.O.L.F gym page and I'll just start scrolling down like, I can't believe I did that, or it's like I didn't believe that product came from me or came from Heck. We're just sitting there like, bro, we did this.
You guys will probably forget more than you will ever remember of your art because you're always going to be like acclimating to new technologies and shit. But also, like, I find it in business, I'm rereading a lot of old books that I used to read or listening to. And I'm like, oh, fuck, that's not new information. You know this, dum-dum. It's just buried because of all the new stuff that's come after it. And so I'm sure you'll look back on your portfolios and be like,
believe it or not,
awesome trash. Why did I do that? That's fucking cool.
I rarely do it. I rarely go back and look at my old
dude,
stuff.
That's all. I would just be doing that.
I do it sometimes when I have to. I got no choice but to dig in or look at the archives, but I'm so focused on to what's next, it's hard for me to go back and look at what I've done previously. But when I do look at is, in Northfield, on the hallway, when I see those photos, that's sometimes, when I reminisce, like, damn, I could have done better, or damn, I did that. I could have done, damn, why I do that?
Yeah.
But I know I'm gonna get there, but I know I'm gonna get there when I see those quality prints on those walls. And when I go to each location.
I mean, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to them being in every one of our gyms.
It's going. It's coming. It's coming. Just give me some time. It's coming.
I mean,
we got to sort out the thousands.
I know. But
my back's still hurting from picking up that printer. That shit was heavy.
Think of how many. That's like, if we're really doing like community in our gyms, we're using our communities to fuel the art we put on our walls. The opportunities are endless. And there's so many cool photos that, I mean, I go through the drives at night. Well, not as often as I should, but I go through the drives at night and I just scroll and I'm like, holy shit, well, we haven't posted any of this, but it's fucking awesome. Yeah. So like, I know there's so
much that we can recycle that, you guys would be like, I've never seen that photo. We have a ton of content that you guys probably never even seen, and even on the Visual Brothers side, we have a bunch of content that we never even shared.
I was just going to say, I know that we got to wrap it sooner or later, but I wanted to say, for where can people, because this is, I mean, I don't know how many people watch our YouTube, and I don't even care.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter to me whatsoever, because I just like what we're doing.
Yeah.
But for those who are watching and who do have an interest, obviously, if they're in system, they know how to get to you guys. But if I'm looking for a photographer or a videographer or finished print material or art for my house, where am I finding you guys?
On Instagram, we're the Visual Brothers.
Spelled exactly how we say it. There's no like weird spelling. It's just the Visual Brothers. Simple as that.
The Visual Brothers.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't got Facebook. That's pretty much it. Is through Instagram, really.
And so you'll be able to book through you guys, and then at some point, once you guys get your Shopify up, you'll be able to buy print materials and all that fun stuff and do customs.
Yeah,
yeah. Because we want to have a collection going. We want to have like a set. Like this is a limited edition of this photo. Like we have photos. Like we have history photos. Like when Philly was closed down for COVID, we walked around those streets when there was not a single car on the road.
Yeah,
and we have photos of all of that.
Remember when we were going to Center City for the gym that may rest in peace, but like that, standing in the middle of Broad Street, or that's Broad, right? And we were just looking down at the Benjamin Franklin building.
Yeah.
That's an epic photo.
I have one.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like you've shown me one. I mean, that's an epic photo. Just empty streets, looking right down Broad at the Ben Franklin.
I have a ton of when I lived in Florida, and I used to tow in South St. Pete.
Yeah. And
when I ain't have no call, I used to just, jump out of the tow truck and walk around South St. Pete with $2,000, $4,000 camera in my hand, and then 3:00 in the morning. I mean, if you know South St. Pete, it could get a little crazy down there, but I didn't care. I was having a ball, man. I was having a ball in some boots and a tow truck uniform, catching some photos, and I've done that.
I thought you were a cop.
No, I had some ugly colors on, so it wasn't. But I mean, I've got a bunch of stuff, from South St. Pete, and Even Chicago, you know, that one photo.
That one photo is awesome. It's
was
gorgeous.
That's
You should
man.
that should be the next bing. Put that like right in this little
Yeah,
podcast.
that was-
Put the
that
transpose
was-
that photo.
And it's crazy. Even that photo, even though that I say that's one of my best, I still could have done better. Like
Well,
I know
but
I could
that's-
pinpoint 1,000 million
Yeah,
things.
it's
you know
funny
what I
because
mean?
he's printing it out, and I understand the part where he's like, "That's my favorite photo," but because I do the same thing with like my favorite video, we see all the flaws, and then we're just in our heads like, these people are never gonna see it, but it's just I feel like that's like a
Well, it's like a body dysmorphia, but for
Yeah,
your work.
yeah.
I feel
And
like
I feel like that's why we link and we connect, and our work is so great because, you know, he could show me something, and
Yeah.
he could show me a video, and I'd be like, no, hold on, maybe we should try this,
Yeah.
or you know, tweak this a little bit, and he'd be like, damn, you were right, and he does the same thing with my photos.
and we're not nice about it. It's like I don't like it.
I'll tell him, hey, that shit look like shit.
Yeah, I don't
I
like
mean,
it.
what would be the point of lying?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah,
And
especially to your
he'll tell
fucking
me
best
straight
friend.
up too. He's like, yeah, that look like ass, or you know, we're straightforward with each other.
Business partners
It
and
might
best friends
sting
can't really lie
it
to
might
each
sting
other.
a little bit, but hey, it's just honest truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because everybody else, like, not for nothing, they're just so used to what they have on their phone, so they can't just be like, oh, that's not that good. Everything's good to them. So I can't like get the compliments and
Yeah.
just be like everything's great. I need this guy so I could be like, oh no, that's not great. Let me go back and fix it. And then if I don't fix it in time, then I'll fix it for the next one, and then just keep going from there.
That's why I think it's great that it's a team
When it
effort.
comes to critic, I'm an
No, you're
asshole.
like the loudest person I know. I don't
That's
believe
good.
I don't believe
It's
that
good
you're
thing.
nice when it comes to criticism.
Hey, look, I get
But I
along with
also
everybody.
like-
I'm a fun time, but
Oh, you are.
I could be an asshole. I feel like
it's your-
everybody can be
It's you
that.
care about your shit.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
your,
the-
it's
I'm
your
the one
name
that
going
talks
on it
for
too.
him.
He knows how to talk. I don't know how to talk.
Yeah, heck, if he doesn't like somebody, heck just doesn't talk.
I don't got a filter, so like if I have to talk and I'm not comfortable, I just
Yeah, his way of just getting out of any situation is just I'm gonna just stay quiet, even if like.
But that works. You know what? You know what being stoic does, and it's something that I need to. I mean, as an adult man, I need to work on as well. My stoicism. It's there's strength in calm, and there's
glad you
strength in
said that
silence.
because he could tell you I was never the calmest person. Now I'm pretty calm,
Right.
but you know my mouth. I learned the hard way because my mouth got me into a lot of trouble, like a lot of trouble.
You don't say.
So I've kind of learned to just shut the hell up. Just shut
No,
up.
but I think that there's a ton of strength in stoicism, and silence is a superpower when needed, and so is calm.
That's me. I'm calm
Especially
as
because
hell.
what we're doing commands a certain amount of optics and respect in what we do. And so reacting to things irrationally or out of emotion kind of limits our authority from step one when people see it. So I don't think there's anything wrong with being quiet.
No.
It's if you were like weird quiet, I'd be like, does he really have to be on this podcast? He's kind of fucking weird quiet.
Yeah. What a weasel.
Can you get back behind the camera?
Yeah, right.
No.
I mean, until now, like before, like when we started doing all this, like he was my only model. He was the only person I ever practiced for. I've offered free photo shoots to people. Nobody never wanted to get a photo shoot, and I know you regret that now, but he was my only model.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And as long as myself, my son, and my dog, you know, those are my only models. Now, you'll never catch me on the other side of the camera. This is my first time probably on the other side of the camera
Other
in a
than
while.
that printer video.
Yeah, that's about it. Other than that,
Hey.
you'll never catch me behind the camera, man. But I'm gonna make sure I'll change that this year, though. I'll try.
I was
my
just gonna
best.
say, so like 26. What's good for 26? What are we looking forward to for you guys?
More prints.
More prints.
I want to do like a short film,
Okay.
like in the sense of like an actual film, not like a cool hype video, but it's like you're gonna watch this video and you're gonna sit there and be engaged, and you're either gonna like learn something from it or feel something from it. And I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet because I've never done a film before or even attempted to do a film. The closest thing we got to was like the printer video, and even then, like that goes back to the criticizing ourselves. Like that video to me is just like it's just a social media video. It's not a film. But the goal is to see if we can make a film. If that's like with ourselves or with W.O.L.F or with you or
I
just
love it.
anything. It's just I want to make a film. Like it could be a minute long. I don't
So
even
let's
care.
make a film.
Yeah.
Let's do it. We've been trying to make a mini film for the longest, and like I've been trying to.
Dude, there's so many there's so much cool shit we do outside of W.O.L.F, but also in W.O.L.F, but like just getting to places is
Yeah.
fucking cool.
But it's
Like-
more on the technical side for me.
No,
like,
I know.
we do a lot of cool stuff, and like I have all of that. It's just the technical side of like how I'm
we
gonna
say
record
that
it.
now, but every time it's
Yeah.
like, nah, we need one more thing. Oh wait, we need one more thing. Oh wait, but we need that. It's never ending. That's one thing. you know, when y'all complain about prices, this isn't cheap. You know, memory cards, lens, software, each lens does different types of things.
Well, I think that's why it's also important that, and that's why you guys that's why your art is not free.
Yeah.
Because
man, like,
it costs a lot of money just to get in the game.
We started off photo shoots $50, $80. You know what I mean?
We went broke getting equipment just because
believe
we
it.
wanted it, man.
We never profited off shit.
I've seen what some of the shit costs. I believe it. It's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just
and
like,
it's not even like we're not even like there yet,
And
right?
it never ends.
Right.
Like, it's never like
Well, it's always going to get better, so it's always going to, it is what it is. Business.
shit sucks.
but we're to the point now where we're just like, I can't believe we have this. Like,
No, I think
this
this
is
is awesome.
nuts. Like, we have 3 cameras set up right now. We got lights, 3
I was
microphones.
going to
And
say,
that's one thing
we
that-
started with the GoPros 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Me
man.
and Alex always made it work.
Yep.
Whatever what we had, we made it work. Whether it was a prime lens, a zoom lens, 1 lens, 2 lens, 3 lens, no lens, we made it work. We made it work. No matter what, we
Yeah.
made it work.
And we try to be friends with other people that do this, but
They hate us.
yeah, I don't know what it is, man. Like, cause like we understand, like when you have peers in the space, like everybody grows together type
Sure.
of thing, and it's like they see our equipment, and we're not like up to their standard of equipment, but then the client's like, I like your guys' stuff, and I like you guys better than like whoever that is, and it's just like we couldn't wrap our heads around that, dude. Like,
You guys also
how?
you're in a personal relations business though too.
I
It's
guess.
customer service based, and so like, yeah, it's that's what it is. It's just a different service expectation or experience for like even the vendor that you guys just got the big gig for that we were talking about off camera. That was an experience and that was a relationship. They liked your personality. They liked one that you guys actually you got the job probably because you priced yourself as professionals. If you underpriced yourselves because you weren't ready to price yourselves at that level yet, it would have been like, we don't want bargain, we want top dollar professionalism, and that's what you guys did, and that's what you gave them.
And we had to learn it the hard way.
But how many people have? I mean, they had to have tried 2 or 3 people out prior to that, and they didn't get that job, and you guys did because of what you do, who you are in the relationship.
Right.
So
And
it's
I'll-
personal relations. It's
and
huge.
I'll never change that. And that's probably one thing I probably picked up from you is you're a goofball. You know what I mean? You're straight up. And I'm like that every day. When it comes down to being professional, yeah, I'm professional, but I'm professional of myself. You know,
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, I'm still a goofball. You know, I'm 32 years old, but I'm gonna forever be a kid. You know, I'm a kid at heart.
No,
I
dude,
like to
I
laugh,
think never
you
grow
know.
up, never surrender. As long as your bills are paid and you can get
Yeah,
your shit
man.
done,
Yeah,
you have
Heck's gonna
fun
be
with
the-
whatever you want.
I'm a goofball.
You're gonna be
man.
the loudest
Okay.
one in the room every time.
I'm happy, dude. If I can make you laugh, I'm gonna go to sleep happy, man. That's it.
Nah, Heck's favorite line every time is, "I'm still alive."
Still alive.
Yep.
I'm still alive.
Still alive. How's your day going, Heck? Still alive. Still alive, man.
I mean, but if that's the lowest expectation of your day, that means everything's a win.
Yeah, of course.
It's a great way to wake up
So I'm grateful for everything.
because you woke up,
Yeah.
and so that sets your tone.
Yeah.
Nothing else can really bring me down today. I got up. If you actually thought that way, like I believe you do, but I'm saying if people actually thought that way, I guarantee you there'd be much more success and so much less strife. It's a mindset. You choose it.
Yeah.
You can
Oh, I
choose to
know a
win or
few.
you can choose to lose.
They live miserable.
Well,
But
surprisingly,
here's the thing: people who live miserably with money or without money will still be miserable. Money
matter
doesn't
what,
dictate happiness; it just dictates more shit, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, that person's just miserable. That's a preset,
100%.
and then you can't get stuck wallowing in your own shit, or else then you're a martyr. And so now you got a preset for being woe is me, and now you're a martyr because woe is me. You're probably going to wake up not being happy that you woke up that day.
Right.
You won't even think the thought. It won't. I mean, they're probably subconsciously, I hope they're happy they woke up, but it probably won't be like I woke up today, let's go.
Right.
But when you wake up that way, fucking pants around before you're out of bed, brushing your teeth with coffee, you're out the door. That's the way to wake up.
Brushing my teeth with Red Bull.
Whatever.
Them days are over, though.
I can say I have to work on that just a little bit. Not as in like
I think I have to work
yeah,
on
I'm
that a
saying
ton
like
too.
I'm not sitting here like whatever. It's just there are times where I just wake up like in a bad mood because like whatever, and it's just like look what I'm doing. Like there's really nothing to stress about. You know.
No, we're all very blessed. I think we're just blessed to be in the same room, whether there's cameras rolling or not.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm blessed to be surrounded about beautiful people, healthy
Yeah, man.
people. and I couldn't ask for anything better. You know, if I fall, I know I got people to pick me back up, and I've seen that happen real life, real time, you know. So I've been put in a lot of bad positions in life. So, and there was a lot of people there where I thought, you know, in my head, I thought like, by myself in this. But nah, it was people there. I was just being hard-headed, you know. So, nah, life is good. Be grateful. Be happy.
Life is
Surround
good,
yourself by beautiful people. Be grateful, man. That's all I can really get.
I like
out there.
that. Be grateful, be happy, live fierce.
Yeah,
Right?
That's right.
I
And give
mean-
people a chance, man.
Yeah.
Give people a chance.
that's facts.
He gave Tony a chance. He gave us a chance. We here.
You gave us a beautiful chance.
You know what I'm
I would
saying?
tell you that all the time, and you would still tell me, you did this.
Yeah, you did this. I'd be like, nah, Tony, you got
Nah,
me.
you're right.
I've touched a camera once in Tampa since knowing you guys.
No, you touched it the other day when you picked it up. Stop lying.
Twice. I picking it up and moving it so it
He
doesn't
held it
fall.
like a
isn't
baby. He's like, shit, what
You
did
get
I
scared
do?
to hold it.
I don't want to hold that shit. I know what it costs.
But yeah, man, this is my first podcast.
All right. I love
Thank
it,
you.
guys.
Appreciate that, man.
There will probably be more of these because I liked it.
Yeah, we didn't get into like the story stuff.
Nah,
we
man,
didn't,
this
we
was
didn't
fun,
even get
man.
that
It's
deep
just-
into it, and we spent an hour.
Talking shit with the boys, man.
Yeah.
No, I love it, guys. Thank
love
you.
doing
I
it.
just want to one more time tell everybody at the Visual Brothers on Instagram.
Yes, sir. You'll see two beautiful handsome
You're missing out
Hispanic
on an
men.
awesome, you're missing out on an awesome group of artists if you don't reach out.
Yeah, we might not post a lot on our page, but I mean, if you go on Wolf Gyms and etc., you'll see our work, man. And we're grateful to have our work, you know, spread out in the platform of the Wolf Gyms, you know.
Yeah.
So are we.
And it's only the beginning.
Bro, we're
It's
even
only
grateful
the
if just
beginning.
they just send us a message saying how much, because you know that's already a lot.
I ain't care. I put that Honda Civic to drive with the camera in the passenger seat, ready to shoot.
And it was a blessing that we could afford you guys. That's all I can say.
Seriously. No, of course.
And it's going to be a blessing that I don't have to pick up any of this stuff because it all looks expensive.
That shit staying here. Joe, you got some
Joe
work
gonna
to
pick
do
up
in the morning.
Yeah, Mr. Lacera.
Yeah, sorry, Joe.
All right, guys, we'll wrap it with that, and then we'll definitely do another one. I think it would be cool to do like a round table with like the entire group and just have like an open mic discussion about like the last 2 or 3 years
I'm
of
gonna
our
be
lives.
the smallest guy at that round table.
Like this.
No, we'll invite Leo.
Invite Leo. He
No,
got wider shoulders than me.
yeah, he's a little juiced out. He's more juiced out than you are.
That's what I'm saying. But no, yeah, Tony, thank you for everything. It was a pleasure.
No, brother, thank you guys.
Yeah, Tony,
It was
you're the man.
awesome. Looking forward for the future. And
You gotta look there, and you gotta say "live fierce" because that's how I have to do it every time.
Yeah, guys, live fierce.
No,
Live
great. You're gonna cut that shit.
I
Live
got crossed
fierce.
away. I got
That was
crossed
the
out there.
lamest shit ever.
We'll
Live
cut it in the right
fierce.
spot. Go ahead. You go ahead.
Live fierce. I'm trying to go play golf.
Go ahead, Tom.
Fucking live fierce.
All right, guys, live fierce.
Live fierce.